radio show. All I've got is just for you. You ready for my beef tonight? I'm okay, just treat me right. Come in, me people, come in, me friend. What you gonna do when you come to defend? Question ask, me answer them. Wheel it up and pull it up and mash again. I'm on fire. I'm on fire. I'm on fire. Oh, yes. Ladies and gentlemen, you're tuned to the sounds of the new hit single, Yes Ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. It's calling me. Men are always asking for a piece of your body. Girl, they want to know if you can do it all right. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes. Yes, ma'am. It's calling. Good evening, friends. Good evening, good evening, good evening. The Yes Ma'am is giving issues again and again and again and again and again. How are y'all this evening? I feel like I haven't seen y'all in a long, long time. Like I feel like I've missed y'all. You understand? I feel like I've missed y'all. You know what I mean? I feel like I've missed y'all. Even though I saw you guys yesterday, and we have so much to talk about because Amber fans hold on, let me ask Amber fans this. Are Amber fans still upset with O'Neal? I hope that Amber fans are not still upset with O'Neal. How is your evening this evening, friends? How is your evening? How is your evening? How is your night? How is the night? It's night where some of you guys are. Are Amber fans still upset? Well, I said Amber fans, I'm getting upset for O'Neal now. Yes or no? Are Amber fans still upset at O'Neal this evening? Amber fans on the better, on the better. Mr. Amber have a beehive there. Are Amber fans still upset with O'Neal? Oh, oh gosh. I don't know. I don't know why because Amber fans, listen to me. I understand that you've been missing Vanetta, in case you've been missing it. A lot of things has occurred since you've been gone. But I'm going to get into today's show. I'm not going to waste any time. Okay, so they have given us this Dan and Lawrence story. Wanna still love me? Them said no, they're not upset. 50% said yes, 50% said no. Okay, so they have given us this Dan and Lawrence skit, and I love this skit. I love this skit because I feel like the writers are going down some really, really good paths. I like where they're going because I like the questions that they're asking. Very, very intriguing questions. By the way, is my microphone okay? I hope I'm not too low. Is my mic good? Is my mic good? They have given us some very interesting, very, 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 very interesting pieces to look at. This Dan story is a trip, to be honest with you. Right? It's not one of my favorite stories, but I see where they're going and they're starting to heat up with the story. Hopefully now the writers don't slack off and get nonchalant, because sometimes they do that. Sometimes they have a good story and then them just kind of melt the story down too much. Then it starts to become not great. Okay, the mic is good. That's good. Somebody said them couldn't hear me. Okay, let me make sure that it's turned up. Yes. So let's jump into the Dan story, right? Because there's a lot to be desired from the Dan story. So let me ask this question of the audience: is Dan a stalker? Let's answer this story right here. So let's talk. Is Dan a stalker? Let me ask that question first. Okay, you did a live on your first marriage. I love that, Nanya. Love that. Love that. Love that. If you haven't hit the like button, friends, go ahead and do that for me, please. Mm-hmm. Okay, so Dan is a stalker. All right. Okay. I love where I'm getting with this because I want to see exactly what's going on. Yes, he's a stalker. Yes, somebody else says yes. Tina says yes. Heck yes. Dan is in the back with the quiet. Yes. Dan is a stalker. I haven't been keeping up with Dan. There was a skit today. Yes. 100%. Yes. She better check her bags and shoes, the tracking devices too. We're not getting to it yet, because remember, she's been telling this man, I have some premonitions on the dance story. Very, very cool story. No, he's not. Yes, him is and he's a felon. Okay. He isn't a stalker at this point because they've discovered that he has been tracking Lauren. So she knows Dan is following and knowing her whereabouts. Yes. Dan is the guy Martin Lawrence described, showing up unannounced in some white hoodies and pajamas. Dan is a scammer and a stalker with a lot of upset faces. Don't worry, we're going to get into it this evening. We have a lot to talk about. No problem. You have a live at 7. Go ahead. No, go ahead, Nanya. Is he a stalker? Is he a stalker? That's the question. Yes. All right. Let's.
You must want me to find her. Because it's like, why would you post a location and you didn't even leave yet, you know? So, I honestly didn't think I was going to find you here, you know?
I didn't know we had stalkers, man.
Nah, it's destiny, you know? Can't get away from each other.
Destiny. Well, you might as well pull up a chair now that you're here. Get comfortable.
Why not?
Lauren, what?
Might as well sit here next to the love of my life.
Oh. Okay.
Well, don't. I love how you don't mind interrupting our podcast meeting.
Nah, I didn't mean to interrupt her. I just wanted to surprise my baby, you know?
Anyways.
Kind of missed her, you know?
All right, stop right here. So let me ask this other question. Is Dan doing the same things that Shayla has done? Let me ask that question. Is Dan doing the same things that Shayla has actually done? Same things. Everything similar. Just like Shayla would show up, same way that him show up. Same thing. Shayla has a nerve. Yes, but Dan is funny. Yes. Yes. Yes, so he might do the same thing. Where's the ear tag? Lauren and the nurse left it in Lauren's car, correct? Correct. Of course. Yes, but Shayla has done even more. Thank you. Two of a kind. No, you see, no, I like this, because I wanted to know what my female audience thought of this, because really, all Dan is doing is the same thing that Shayla is doing. Here's maybe the question I'm going to ask the audience. Yes, she's a stalker too, right, Tina? Yes. Someone else says Shayla is a stalker too. No tracking devices for Shayla. Dan and Shayla should be together because they are doing the same thing. Good evening, Jermaine. Remember how Shayla would pop up on Anthony and thank you. Same thing. Everything Shayla is talking about, she's done the same things. Now let me ask this. Is there a difference when a woman does it? Let me ask that. Is there a difference? Because what I think the writers are trying to show with this one is that they're trying to give you some inkling as to how them giving you a bit of how it could be seen as a double standard, because all of a sudden the man is dangerous but the woman is not dangerous. In other words, a woman don't get dangerous until she starts doing harm. Remember, Shayla has been doing a lot of these things, the same things that Dan has been doing. The same thing what Dan has been doing, that's what Shayla has been doing. And I remember looking, thank you very much, Shayla even held him on. What? Yes. Dan don't do none of that. Dan just following her around. And like one journey says, Dan is following his money. Correct. No difference. I wanted to see what my audience thought. I was very excited to see. No, it is more scary when men doing it compared to women. It is. Why is it more scary? Why shouldn't I be afraid? Why can't a woman harm me the same way that a man can harm you? That's the question I have for your nature. Why? Why? Because a woman could wait until you're sleeping and then unalive you in your sleep. If you're going to say because the man bigger, well, she could do that. Yes, Shayla is low-key a stalker to just try to get Pete to talk to Sade. Try to stalk Sade, I apologize. All right, let me see what I say here. So I'm getting the reviews here. So no, O'Neal, because when he gave her the 4,000, he told her he will see his sign still delivered. She will see his sign still delivered. Lauren playing a game and Shayla hasn't given up anything. I love where you're going because I want to see. At first, people started to demonize the Dan character. No, look here. Is Dan a fool? That for sure. I think I agree with y'all that Dan is a bit, clowning around. But just look at what's taking place. Lauren asks for this nutcase by taking his money. And I'm going to show y'all something. And not just the money alone, is the mere fact that she's still lying. Even after all of this, right? Even after all of what she's saying about the man, she's still lying. So in other words, she don't really care. That's what I'm realizing. So in other words, everything you're seeing is something that Lauren is creating. And one of the things I said today was, this is how women create stalkers. O'Neal, did you pick up that Dave was wearing the Balenciaga's logo? Yes, I did pick it up. Soon tell you what's going on. Hold on, I soon get into it. Dan is stupid. Lauren asks for this nutcase by taking his money. Men don't feel as threatened by women. Which men? What type of women? Yet you're right. When woman can unalive a man or brutally harm him, it is rare that women go to the extreme. Men do it with obsession that can turn. You do know that what tends to happen, nature, a lot of times is that it flips around, right? You know that a lot of times when women do this, it gets flipped around, right? Okay, let's jump into this. You and a woman arguing. I'm a man and I'm arguing with a woman. She grabs me and I grab her back. She calls the police. I'm going to jail. You do know that that's how it used to work, right? So women will allow the law to do that piece for them. Even when them crazy. Dan was a stalker way before Lauren, but Lauren definitely has created her own problems. There you go. I like this. Dan knows Lauren is lying why he's following her. You know what? I like that. Does Dan know that Lauren is lying? I like that. I actually like that. I can take that take. Angela Ross, I can take this take. Because of the way he's saying things. I wonder how Lauren is going to work this podcast when Dan is hanging around. Nature, and he told her, don't push that button. But she thinks it's a game and she thinks it's cute. Nanya, thank you very much for calling that up because that's the point I was making. Is how women think it cute. That was the point that I was making. So in other words, you come out here and you're playing games. And then when you start playing games and things start happening, you start complaining. But nonetheless.
She's supposed to be leaving the podcast.
No, I'm leaving. No.
Yeah.
He's great. No. We're just talking about some of the meetings that we were going to have in the next few days.
What meeting is this? I'm kind of lost.
Lauren, are you leaving the podcast?
Yeah. Semantics. We were having a separate conversation about something in Miami.
In case y'all don't know what's going on, she lied to Don that she's leaving the podcast. Yet again. If you're not following the story, yet again, she lied. This is what I mean. Men can harm me the same way, but definitely can be more intimidating because men are bigger and stronger. Men don't need assistance to harm me, but women aren't off the hook and can be just as dangerous. Very dangerous. I like what you're saying. Very dangerous. In Jamaica, a lot of the women would set up men, you know. In Jamaica, men get set up very often. Very often. Lead a man right into the bed and the next man come take him life. Woman dangerous, just like how you mentioned with men. Dan sounds a little slow. What's up, honey? You gotta beat. Should have helped you out. You should have helped me out. Is something wrong with Dan? I haven't been keeping up. So Dan is, Angela Ross, in case you're just following it, Dan has been trying to get the truth from Lauren, but she has not been telling him the truth. And I think he's trying to get the truth from her, but she's not. Instead, she's playing games. And so he's popping up. And instead of her being very honest, she's not being honest. That's what's going on.
But no, I will see you guys tomorrow for sure.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're going to show you the space and you're still locked in, right?
Yes,
okay.
Very
perfect.
much. We will, yeah.
All right, Mr. Dan, when you going home?
I'm going wherever she go, but I don't want to get off of this topic, but that's the whole purpose of her coming here.
Exactly, was to have these meetings.
The chapter.
Right. To close these last chapters
of
these next things. Anyways, I will see you guys tomorrow. Do not worry about it. I got you.
See, that's what she told him. So she lied to him. She continues to lie to him for no reason at all. She play games. She's playing games with the man, and then she's making it look like him crazy. That's what I'm saying. She's making it look like he is nuts. All of a sudden, they want to put out Amber Alert.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Okay.
All right.
You good? You sure?
Yeah. I'm going to turn on my Amber Alert.
She's crazy. We're going to wait for the Uber, but okay.
Wow.
Lauren, let us know, please.
I will.
All right.
You are so embarrassing.
Farewell, guys.
Are you serious right now?
Are you serious? You gonna act like I'm crazy? Like, why would you do that? Like, I thought they knew about it. You said that you told them. So what are you talking about?
I told my boss. These are not my bosses. These are the women that I'm going to be partnering with in the podcast. There's a difference.
Your boss, doesn't that matter? Your boss, that's the most important person.
He looks like Brutus, basically. I don't know if you guys remember Brutus in a Popeye. I for some reason, he's... Dan is looking like Brutus. I don't know why I feel like Dan look like Brutus, but it's I don't know why I feel like Dan look like Brutus. I don't know why I feel like Dan look like Brutus, but I don't know if you guys remember Brutus. He is looking like Brutus. Maybe this is why the ladies are thinking that Dan is dangerous because he looks like Brutus. Y'all remember Brutus? Y'all never watched his cartoon before? Come on, y'all. There ain't no way. Don't act like I'm that old where I am the only one that knows about this cartoon. Y'all know Brutus. I don't know why I saw this today, and I was like, why does he look like Brutus? I'm not quite certain why I look like Brutus, basically. But I know. I just don't know. He just gave me the Brutus thing. Shayla is talking about Amber Alert for Lauren, but that didn't occur when she held both Anthony and Iman hostage. Exactly. No, that didn't occur. Look here, all I'm saying with this story is I love where they're going and I love what they've shown on the screen. It's almost like they have challenged the audience to ask the question. Is it right for her to be playing around? She's been playing games. She play a lot of games. Lauren has caused this on herself. Lauren has caused this on herself. That's what I'm talking about. I think that's the message. It's a wonderful storyline, by the way. Wonderful. Know that they've put it together. Before it was kind of quirky, but now that they've put it together, it's a nice little storyline because it tries to identify how are we looking at things. Because when we look at Shayla do just about the same thing that Dan has done, and we laugh it off, and it's funny and all of that. But when Dan is doing it, I was noticing a lot of the people inside of the Wayne channel started to become very, annoyed and suspicious. And I'm saying, well, hold on. I know y'all were annoyed of Shayla, but it was more funny then. Well, why is that funny now? That was the point I was raising at that point. Good evening, friends. Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. So I wanted to get into that little story. Sharon Reviews, good evening. Good evening. All right, so let me jump ship because I didn't want to spend too long, but I wanted to give him some amount of time. So let's go to this scene. Oh boy, let's go. Let's go. Let's get into it right here. So let's get into it. Let's get into it. Dave is wearing the Balenciaga. We see that. Okay. So here's the question. Is Melissa interested in Dave or not? Here it comes. Here it comes. Yes or no? Here it comes. Is Melissa interested in Dave or not? We talked about this yesterday. And today they gave us more information. Today, them give you the information for those who didn't see it because you may have been busy, which nothing is wrong with. I'm going to give you where to about here. Let's go.
Alex.
I used to be your best friend.
I'm stuck.
I feel like things have changed since you started working with Amber.
Really? Nah. Things are the same.
They're not the same.
I feel like they are. What's up, my boy?
over here, man?
All right. Then him ignore Melissa. There you go, friends. For the people who asking questions as to who Melissa is interested in, that was the proof the writers gave you. Remember, the writers are watching y'all now. So what they do is they tend to see that sometimes people get misled by the story. So them try to make it very obvious to your eyes. Because them know the message they want to give you. Is she interested? Yes. Let me see what I want to say here. Say yes, yes. She's interested. Yes, 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 yes. Jeremy say yes. Wanda say yes. Millicent say yes, yes. Yes, right here. Melissa is interested in Dave. That's what we're seeing. Melissa is interested in Dave. I don't know why. She irks me so. Yes. Onila, you're doing error. I'm doing good. Yes. Alma says yes. Yes, Melissa is interested in Dave for a while. That's what I think. She's been interested for a while. Now, somebody says Melissa is interested in something, but she is so crazy. Who knows? What make her crazy? Is she really crazy though? What has made her crazy? Can't sign on to this Amber storyline anymore. I cannot sign on this Amber storyline. Therefore, I'm done. You done? Oh, gosh. You done, Layla? You done? Me can't. Layla, don't tell me say I'm going, Layla. Please don't do me that. Not do me, Miss Grant. Don't do me that, Miss Grant. Miss Grant, put on your seatbelt, please. Put on your seatbelt and don't worry yourself. Don't worry yourself at all. Put your seatbelt on. Love Dad. You love Dave. Yes, they sound like they had a past relationship. Now, that is the question. That's the part I don't know. The part that you may get me at is maybe they had some maybe sexual contact in the past or some intimate contact. Could be. Could be. I say that possibly. Maybe not. But people is saying that Melissa is crazy. Is Melissa crazy? And why is she, you know what, is Melissa? Because I'm hearing Melissa is crazy. When you say crazy, what that mean? Dave must have hit a couple times and doesn't think much of it. So in other words, just say, even like the yes ma'am. She's in love with him. A person is off if they work for someone for 10 years. That's what I know. And starts acting jealous. I don't think that she just start acting jealous. Wayne is playing games. Melissa is sometimes crazy. Melissa likes chocolate. Just like Ona like chocolate, Melissa likes chocolate. Why Melissa mustn't have herself some chocolate? Why shouldn't she have something big? Eh? Why only black women alone must enjoy the size and girth and those things? Why can't other women enjoy it? That is the question. Why can't other people enjoy it? She's in love with him. Is Melissa crazy? Because when I say she's crazy, where that come from, I'm not sure. Yes, something may have happened between the two. Slapping your face after chocolate man gave a weekend up makes her that make her crazy. Okay, maybe a woman, yes, it's giving obsession. Don't believe so. That they had an affair, yes. Over Dave. Melissa may pop up in Charlotte. Anyway, she's cuckoo for crazy. What is making her crazy? Y'all ladies have to tell me what she's crazy. No, I like when I say she's crazy about Dave, I think I can accept that. But when I say she's crazy, what do I mean she's crazy? Thank you for explaining, Evan, because I don't want to hear from them. Something is wrong with her. What's wrong with her? You never like a man before? What is wrong with Melissa? What? That's what I'm trying to get from the audience. What is wrong with Melissa? What's wrong? What's wrong with her? What's wrong with her? She loves Dave. Obsessed. Melissa is nuts. Dave like wants some key lime pie. Dave and Melissa probably had a one-night stand. He was very dismissive towards her. Very dismissive. Do y'all think Melissa and Dan had a relationship? No, they never have a relationship. You mean Dave? Okay, no, I don't think so. Well, I mean, I'm not sure. That's what I'm about to say. No, I'm not sure. Melissa moved too slow. That's what I think it is. I think that she's moved too slow. She's one of those girls who, they're very shy. Just like a man shy. Sometimes a man miss out, because he's been waiting and him waiting and him waiting and him never make the move. He never makes the move. Him shy. Melissa is not crazy. Dave did something when Melissa saw their body language. He did something to her. Wayne's World makes everyone crazy. Dave only sees a loyal employee. Melissa is not receiving her vitamin D on regular rotation. So I believe she was getting vitamin D. I have gotten full on crazy, more frustrated right now. I like this. I do not think Dave and Melissa have crossed the line yet. Hold on. Did Melissa get vitamin D from Dave? Let's establish this. Whoever is coming with this. Let's take a poll on this. Where y'all coming with this? I'm not quite sure. Did Melissa get vitamin D from Dave? Was vitamin D given? Was vitamin D given? No, no, yes, no, yes, no. Should have been worse. That's what I think too. That you may be right. You may be right. Kenyatta, you may be right. She probably would have acted worse. You know what, Kenyatta? I appreciate that. You are actually correct. Kenyatta, I like what you just said just now. I think you may be right. But for those who don't know why she's acting like this, let me kind of show it to you.
What's the word?
How you feeling? You good?
Good. How you?
I'm amazing, dog.
How you doing?
What's up, Melissa?
Hello.
Okay, I like that red.
Hi. Oh, thank you so
That red
much.
look
It's
good on
so
you.
good to see you.
Always, man. I didn't mean to
Yeah.
interrupt.
Oh, you are not interrupting anything. Nothing at all. Anyway, I'll leave you to it. Have fun.
I'll talk to you later.
What's good, man?
What's the word?
See you and Melissa still rocking. That's what's up, man.
Oh man,
That's a loyal one right there, man.
I'm telling you,
You gotta keep on the team.
she keep it straight business, man.
Really? That's what's up, man.
That's what makes me think that they haven't done anything. That right there. That's why you know what, Charmin, I'm rethinking what you guys are saying, and I really agree with y'all. I don't think Dave has touched her. I think that if Dave had touched her, it would be different. So I feel like the assessment I had first is the right assessment. Melissa is upset because Dave has told her he's straight business, and now she's seeing him break all of his rules for Amber. I actually agree with that. Trapstar said, I'd like to see crazy Stalker Melissa storyline play out. We need some new fun and excitement. She needs to scale the wall and pop up in a Charlotte. Let's have some suspense. She just want the vitamin D. O'Neal, Dave don't touch her. I'm believing that. I'm starting to believe that Dave don't touch her. I'm starting to believe that. Maybe she might start putting in the work for him now. I think things would have changed if Dave had touched her. I think you ladies are right. No, I'll take that. I think the storyline is she's always wanted Dave. Dave has told her it's strictly business, but Dave is breaking his rules. Dave is breaking his own rules. That's what I think it is. Dave is breaking his own rules. That's what I think happening. That's what I think is happening. Dave is starting to break his own rules. You take that, Angela Powell? Dave is starting to break his own rules. That's what I think it is. And this was what I was talking about when I said that Dave and Amber are at a different place. This is not the same thing as the Victor thing. This is different. This is not the Victor thing. This is why I say it's his rules, so he can break the rules. He might break his own rules. He might have certain rules that he's had. I see Dave as a trickster. Amber should be very careful, or should be sorry. He's a trickster. The ladies' man. It's like Pierre and Anthony has always wanted Anthony, and they had a one-night stand, whereas Dave and Melissa have not. Dave is giddy like a schoolboy. So let's listen to Dave's friend talk to him. Let's listen to Dave's friend talk to him, because this was a great scene. Amber called him on the phone, or she texts him.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm just having fun right now, just living life.
Yo.
You good, bro?
Oh yeah, man.
You're not even listening to me, man.
This is Amber, man.
Amber?
Yeah. You know the restaurant owner doing business for, the marketing for.
She got you smiling like that, though, man. You talking about the Amber that's married?
She's getting a divorce though.
But is it finalized? Is it finalized yet, though?
It's not finalized yet, but you know, she's in the process.
The process, that's not finalized, though, bro.
It's not, but you know how that goes. That's a long, strenuous process. So, you know
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, you a passing son, though, dog. Like, I know it's a process. You gotta, you know what I'm saying? Like, what if they change their mind? Like, you gotta make sure that's done, bro.
Son.
Aha! Hold on. Hold on. Remember yesterday we discussed Daniel and we said Daniel was judgmental. I'm about to ask y'all questions now. Is Dave's friend judgmental? Yes or no? Is Dave's friend judgmental? That is the question. Is Dave's friend judgmental? I'm going to try to show y'all something. Is Dave's friend judgmental? Remember, y'all said that, Daniel was judgmental yesterday. So, no. Yes. No. Yes. No. 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 No again. Yes. Carla said, yes. What's that? No. Yes. No. No again. Dave's friend apparently goes to church. No. No. Just keeping it real. Dave and Amber will not cross the line until I bet you. Me? Is that a good bet for take yes? Yes. No. 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 Miss Fatal is in on it now. Miss Fatal is saying no, he's not judgmental. No. He's holding Dave to a higher standard. Oh, Marian, I thank you so much for saying this because I think I said this today in my drive time. You know what I've noticed? And last night while speaking to the moderators, because I love talking to the moderators and I love talking to the audience, there are differences as to how we look at critique. Men look at critique differently from women. I think women see critique more as being judgmental. I think this. One can correct me. Women see critique more as judgmental, whereas man just see it as I'm just keeping it 100. I'm just keeping it 100. So you know exactly what I think. Because I think that Dave's friend is probably attacking it the same way that Daniel would have attacked it. What's different? That's the question. What is different? For some reason, I feel that Amber is going to break Dave's heart. I don't know why. Well, we think so too, based on the setup. I never thought Dave and Amber would cross the line. They both know the cost of that. Dave is a smooth talker. Dave's friend is letting him know how to go about things if he wants it to work out. He'll have to wait until the divorce is final. You know what? I love though how Dave's friend come in and is kind of supporting my argument. Dear friend, I support O'Neill's argument all of a sudden. No, he has respect for marriage. But that's what O'Neill said yesterday. That's what O'Neill was saying yesterday. That's a good question. If I see Dave crashing out, possibly. Depending on how close them get. Yes, it might crash out. Dave might just crash out. Do you see Dave crashing out? About Amber. You never know. What if him crash out? Yes or no? Can you see Dave crashing out? Audience, can you see Dave crashing out? That is correct. Angela Phillips, that is correct. Dear friend, them definitely listen to O'Neill. Can you see Dave crashing out? about Amber? That's the question. Big boy Dave a crash out, eh? No. Jerina said no. Don't say Dave crashing out. This is why Amber shouldn't have went. I don't know if she's gone yet. No. Yes. Dave have a good friend. Anthony needs one. That is correct. Married woman. Possibly. No. Yes. Yes. Does Melissa always interfere in his relationships? He doesn't have many relationships. That is your answer, Charmin. 52% of the people have said what say no. The rest is saying yes, them can say Dave Crash. Now, O'Neal, Dave is not a responsible man. If he is, he'd not be going after a woman who is still married and did not even tell him that Anthony refused to sign the papers. Remember, O'Neal has been preaching, say Amber need to close one door first before she open the next one, And that is what them beat up O'Neal for, I was beaten because me tell Amber fans, say, hey, Amber fans, your girl need to close one door first before she open the next door. But me get beat up, feet. People beat me up. I was beaten. Beaten badly, man. Them beat me badly. If me never have Miss T and Malcolm, Evan, the few little man them in that chat for back me up, would I get overrun? You know what? Sabrina back me up all the time, and Brittany and Deborah. These are the people that have been saying, no, hold on. If me never have them people here, them beat me up. What you mean, who beat me? Shadar and our friend them. Shadar and the rest of Amber fans. And them laugh when them beat O'Neal. If Dave knew the real Amber, he would keep it strictly business. Let me ask y'all this question now. Let me ask y'all this question. Let me ask y'all this question. I'm not ready for the question yet. I've got a question for you, but I'm not ready. I'm going to wait until I go to the next clip. I ask the question. Let me finish with Dave first. Listen to Dave's friend. Tell him and talk to him because he needed this talking to.
Wow. No, I feel you. I mean, she's definitely getting a divorce. That's what she told me.
All right, man. You my guy. I'm always keep 100 with you. Just, be careful because, some dudes will crash out about their wife. You know what I'm saying?
That's real.
She could be telling you one thing and it could be something else. You know what I'm saying?
It's a real thing. That's a real thing. But, the way I move, bro, I definitely asked her about it. And, during the process, there's been lawyers hired and all that. So, I mean.
All right, bro. Just keep me up.
So let's be very honest. Let's be very honest. Does Dave respect Amber's marriage? Let's be very honest. Let's be honest. Let's have an honest conversation. Does Dave respect Amber's marriage? And I'm talking now from a male space because we're going to talk about Dave now. We're not talking about Amber, we're talking about Dave. Does Dave respect Amber's marriage? We're talking about Dave now. This is a male perspective. You don't need to get my little perspective now. My little thing. Come on. Exactly. That's what he's saying. Dave says, what your man gonna do to me? So Dave don't really respect Amber's marriage. And Dave is being carried for that. Me have to flag Dave for that. Me have to flag Dave for that. Me have to flag Dave for the fact that Dave is not respecting Amber's marriage. Me have to flag Dave for that. Me only love Dave, but me have to flag Dave. Me have to flag Dave for not respecting the woman's marriage, because the truth of the matter is you need to respect our marriage. Now, let me let you in on something. O'Neal is just talking this way now because O'Neal know better now, O'Neal was at the point to when he never was respecting people's, commitments that them have. But only learn now. And that's what happened with learning, because learning is permanent changing behavior. So if your behavior hasn't changed, you haven't learned. That's why only it's so tough some of the time people say they learn. But that's the deal. Permanent change in behavior, which means say me need to respect other people's marriage and them need to respect my marriage. Dave don't respect in marriage. Dave don't respect the lady's marriage. If Dave gets a chance to slip it up, he will take it. Of course, Dave does care. He said they got lawyers involved, so it's okay for him to go after. Exactly, and it is not. But even if them have lawyers involved, though, Ozzy, let me ask you this. If wait till the divorce come, man, wait. The divorce, she just signed the paperwork. They just started the process. You don't know if the marriage going to survive. Him for wait. They living at the same house. The problem this is having is that if Amber had moved out and she lived somewhere else, and them, them just wait on the courts, but them totally separated, you got me. I can succeed to that point. But the problem is happening where Amber is living there. And that me that talked about yesterday. She lived there. So Dave for wait. Dave needs to wait. As a man, me I tell Dave that. Or you mean him don't care? That's what you mean. Okay, no problem, Ozzy. You stand corrected. Dave for wait. Me I tell you from a man's space. You must wait, man. Give the man some space. A Joe Grind do them thing there, and Joe Grind have no. I see a comment, Ozzy. I see the comment. Victor and Kelvin didn't respect our marriage either. No, well, no. The only thing I will say with Victor and Kelvin, and I don't support them thing either, but the only thing I will say with that though is that she had moved on completely, meaning Anthony basically was living over Shayla's house and she was living in the mansion. That's the only caveat I'll say to that. However, I will also say there was no separation. So you know what? I'm not going to write that off, Miss Wiggins. Wiggins, I'm not going to write that off. I accept your point. I totally accept your point. Dave, wait. Dave, Amber has to wait. And Amber need to wait too. Dave wait and Amber need to wait. Amber open up herself to this thought and behavior. Thank you very much. She opened up herself to this. O'Neill, Dave is worse than Anthony. He is a pretender using the word of God Almighty in vain. How you invite a married woman to travel with you? Dave is not a good guy. And that may respect that, but I also will say how you as a married woman accept the proposal of a single man. Bilderberg boy, thank you very much for the super chat. You know what I noticed? The people who idolize these characters tend to overlook certain behavior, or they view the behavior from a low level of understanding. Thank you very much for the super chat, Bilderberg boy. This is why we have been calling this out. Remember, we have said the thing need to get on a level, Bilderberg boy, this is a great comment. I love the comment. Not entertain. Freshly divorced woman, eh? Woman go through a divorce. Nobody's entertained by no freshly divorced woman. Mileage were used out, eh? He was staying at Rolanda's house. Shayla's apartment and Pierre's house. So he wasn't with Amber. Amber used Ernestine saying it's okay to go to validate her reasoning. That's correct. Give me some comments, friends. Amber keeps putting herself in compromising situations with Dave, and she knows she shouldn't be doing that. Now, let me ask y'all this. Is Amber putting herself repeating? Let me ask you this, fans. Repeating the Anthony, listen to me very well, and Wayne cycle? Think about this question. Think about this question, fans. Think about this question. Think about this question. Think about this question. Think about this question. Is Amber repeating the Wayne and Anthony cycle? Think about the question. Don't just brush off what O'Neal say. Don't get upset. Just think about it. Go back in the past. Rewind the tape. Rewind the tape. Remember what you watched with Wayne and with Anthony. She wasn't yet fully over Wayne, and she moved on to Anthony. And how did that turn out? Friends, I want to think about the question. Don't get upset, because I know Amber fans love get upset. Nobody come get upset. Them are giving a storyline and they're trying to show you how we live in toxic situations, toxic perpetuity. And them are show you how sometimes you don't realize that's what you're living in. Bilderberg Boy, thank you very much for the super chat. Bilderberg Boy says, Amber is a dangerous woman. This is her second time putting Anthony in a situation where someone could get hurt. Violence between men is a very thin line. That is correct. This is why O'Neal was saying the optics don't look good, and O'Neal was saying, wait. Because this is why it looked like that. I'm looking today, and I was thinking about it, and I said, you know what? She's back in at the same place where she started the relationship. That's what O'Neal is saying now. Carolyn says no because she is married now and then she wasn't married. Yes, Carolyn, but the point I'm making is this. Take the marriage out of it. The point I'm raising is, does Amber have a tendency not to close a door completely before jumping to the next person? That is the question. Does Amber have a tendency, in other words, is this now becoming a cycle where she is not properly closing one door before going to the next door? Because you saw what happened the last time with Wayne. She loved Wayne. Wayne was great to her. She liked things about Wayne. But because Anthony was providing whatever it is that she thinks she was lacking, she went to Anthony. What ended up happening? She never cut it off fully with Wayne. So what ended up happening? She ended up cheating with Wayne. So my question now is, now you have Dave and you have Anthony. Let's just say she's going to get a divorce. She not fully cut off everything with Anthony because it's not fully cut off yet. Then she goes to Dave. Let's say she missed one or two things and she slip up and sleep again with somebody else again. Isn't this the same cycle? I'm just asking y'all that out there. Anyways, let me read some comments. I think Amber genuinely believes that this is a business trip. She lied to Anthony to avoid all the questions. You think so? The fact that Amber is positioning herself to lose because the appearance of infidelity is on her now. Thank you very much. Amber don't love Anthony how she loves Wayne. Regardless, the point of the matter is what is going on. Toxicity is everywhere. Dave is chocolate like Wayne. Amber needs to learn to validate herself and not rely on men to do it. I love this. This is what I talk about from women. This is what I'm talking about. Beautiful comment, because this is where I think they're trying to say to us. She needs herself first. Why think there'll be violence? Because why we always think that because when men and men clash, there tends to be violence. The probability is likely. Anthony is not yet over it. Them not yet divorced. She has nothing in line as yet. That's why we're saying that. Men know that it can get violent because we've been around situations. Not all men take you taking them girl, lightly. Some take it to heart. Amber is not a dangerous person. Maybe I hurt people. Amber better hide. Anthony, alright, sir. I do believe that Wayne is trying to make us like Shayla more than Amber. That not gonna work. Laverne, put that to his side. O'Neal not gonna ever give Shayla no support over here. So until them correct the Shayla character. So put that to his side. Don't you worry about that piece here, mommy. Shayla not gonna get it. Tigger can't fight? Yes. Her relationship to men has always been an issue for her. She based her identity around relationships to men, including validation, and depict how they see her to be worthy. Amber craves the new relationship attention. That's what I say. New man. The comments think Anthony is soft, but a guy finds out that you're playing around with his wife and is this something different. Don't play games with man, girl. Even when a man's soft, men know this. Men know that even if a man is soft, when it comes to him, woman, he could do anything. When Amber first her eyes on Dave, rest her eyes on Dave, she wanted him. I saw that in her eyes. You know what, Angela Phipps, I'm glad you've said this because I said this, but the woman them say, me don't know nothing about woman. So I thought them say I can agree with that. Tina, no, I agree with you. Yes, 100% honesty, but most people do. Most people have someone waiting in the wings. And it's true, Miss T, listen to me, it is true, but I think that they're trying to teach us to finish one thing first before we go into the other. I think that them are trying to teach people, especially if you're a person like Amber that has had this issue before. That's what I think that they're teaching. The problem with Amber lying, it has shown us that she doesn't care what Anthony says or thinks. So why lie? That was what I was asking to Ozzy, and I'm going to get into the Amber clip. Dave doesn't see that there's a red flag on her part if a woman is so easy to jump up on a vacation with someone if he decides to get married to her. That me I tell you, them thing a red flag, ladies, red flag. Shayla is the most dangerous person. I don't know how she and Anthony don't get beat up. I see Amber as a hurt person, not a dangerous person. She's not in the same place. She had a relationship with Wayne before. She's married. The chum, he didn't give her the time to end it. Who? Who never give her the time to end it? No. Whoa. Hold on, Mary. Amber wanted marriage. She tell Anthony that she wanted marriage and the man proposed to her. What do you mean? Hold on, man. Hold on now. Come on now. They are trying to, she could have said no, remember that they had Pastor Chris in and Pastor Chris asked them, are they sure? She said yes. You listen to me, women have left men on their knees before. Amber would not be the first. Women have left men on their knees before. Man, I try to propose and the woman said no, she doesn't want it. So don't make it look as though she can't breed from that. I don't see the growth in the Amber by messing with Dave. Before this marriage is officially over, I don't see the growth too. O'Neal, this cannot be a cycle with only 2 incidents. Well, them just can't give you what them can give you. You sure it's only 2 incidents? All right, hold on, Charmaine. Hold on, Charmaine. Hold on, Charmaine. Hold on, Charmaine. Hold on. Hold on, Charmaine. Hold on. Give me a little minute, man. Give me some time. Give me some time. Charmaine. Give me some time. Charmaine, I told you, Charmaine, that you know O'Neal already. You know, say O'Neal is just O'Neal. You know something about O'Neal, right? You know that O'Neal love these skits. I love when y'all bring y'all notions here now. When you know it work already. So let's jump into this. Charmaine, I'm telling you, I think they're giving us a cycle. I'm going to show you what's going on, Charmaine. Don't worry. Charmaine said it can't be a cycle because it's only 2 men. That's what you thought.
Why would you come out the goddamn room? Why would you?
Charmaine, guess what? Guess what, Charmaine? Charmaine, guess what? Guess what? Tick tock. Tick tock, Charmaine. Tick tock. Charmaine, tick tock. I'm going to show you that this has happened before. Me tell you, say maybe you now watch the series from a longer time. Maybe you guys have not been watching this. A long time O'Neal, a comment on Kountry Wayne work, a long time. Tick tock. Are you ready? You ready, Charmian? You ready? Tick tock, Charmian. This is why O'Neal say him think is a cycle. Watch a cycle.
Didn't I tell you to sit in there?
Wait,
Why would you come out the goddamn room? Why would you? Didn't I tell you to sit in there?
wait, my car is outside. Mike is not stupid. He was gonna figure it out.
Mikey is stupid sometimes. I already told you.
Man, what is going on? What is this?
Mike, what happened, man? She overslept. We had to sleep over.
Are y'all?
Can we just?
Are y'all sleeping around?
You get in front of him, cuz.
Are y'all
I don't want to
sleeping
swing
around?
on everything. I ain't scared, bro. I'm
Mike,
saying.
I'm really sorry, but I mean, we're kind of.
Are y'all sleeping around?
No, we're not sleeping around. We're not sleeping around. Because we do.
Tell the truth.
We don't be sleeping. We do more than that. Man, what been going on? I don't know, Mike. You know you my dog, bro. On everything, bro. Like, you already know, like, me and you cool. It's just one day, man, I don't want to tell the story, but man, she came on to me. When we was at the banquet.
Amber fans, I'm trying to be very objective when I speak with you guys. I'm trying to be very, very objective. We're not saying she's going to win Kenyatta. We're saying that it's a cycle, that Amber doesn't finish relationships before she gets. This is what we're saying. Amber is repeating a cycle. That's what we're saying. And she has to break the cycle. Amber, this is what we're saying. Amber is repeating a cycle. That's what we're saying. That's what we're saying. She'll repeat a cycle. It's just, that's what we're saying. Friends, come out of the old realm of whatever. We're saying she's repeating a cycle. We're showing you. We are showing you how far this is coming from. The action is coming from. It's a pattern. Thank you very much, Angela Phillips. Thank you for explaining to the people. It's a pattern. We're saying it's a pattern. Come out of a pattern. Every single time that it is that you go through one thing with one man, what you do is you look for the next man, and what you're basically doing is hopping from man to man, and you're not healing. That's what we're saying. She now spend time by herself to find who Amber is, to heal herself first, then decide if the next guy that she's looking on, if he's the guy for her. Instead, while she's here and she's hurt, she looks for the next being to see, you know what? Ooh, and he's not doing da-da-da-da-da. He's not doing ABC. You know what? This guy is doing ABC right now. Let me go with his ABC. Not thinking that maybe I don't like EFG. That's all I'm saying. From man to man, that's what we're saying. Maybe we're not just, you know what I realize? People just believe I'm just on here bashing the character. That's not what I'm doing. Actually, it's a pinpoint to the social cues they're giving the audience. It's a social cue. By the way, this is a regular thing that people do, you know. Men do it and women do it, you know. Let me just explain this to you. Men do this and women do this. They don't wait to heal out of a relationship. They go right into the next relationship instead of waiting and deciding if the next person they're looking on is right for them and not just moving over there because they're hurt. That's what they're showing you guys. That's what they must show you. That's what they must show you. But I'm going to read some comments. No worries. She came on trying to get Mike when he was with Ro. That's correct. People just forget them things. Amber was never with Mike. She was. She had a relationship with Mike for a little bit. For a little bit, she was. They say Amber was never with Mike. Don't worry. I'm going to show it to you. Bilderberg Boy, thank you for the super chat. Bilderberg Boy says, and let me read it. Amber's sin is not lesser than Anthony's sin pertaining to the two of their, pertaining to their marriage. But Amber drew first blood. Amber has always been a bird. She just happened to find a sucker to marry her, and Anthony fell for the trap. That's Bilderberg Boy's comment. Thank you for the super chat, Bilderberg Boy. Watch your Amber fanatics start trolling now because they can't debunk the arguments. Friends, I am not doing a hate campaign. I'm just giving you skits. And I say, hey, this is what I'm trying to show in the skits. Friends, I'm not doing that. In case you don't think that's what O'Neal is doing, he's not. Sherman Amber was the one that woke up with Mike, broke up Mike, and one who broke up Mike and Rolando's relationship. Yes, that's correct. She was with Mike because she was helping him with his business because Rolanda wouldn't support Mike's business. Correct. Well, Wayne didn't close the door on any of the baby mamas. She's taking care of all of them. Yes, but you can't follow Wayne. If you want to get married, don't follow Wayne. That's the point of the matter. Now, if you want to be single, follow Wayne. If you want to be single, follow Wayne. If you don't want to be single, don't follow Wayne. That's the point. That is the point. So it's a pattern that Anthony's skin and grin in women's faces. That may be a pattern too. It may just be. Anthony may also have a pattern. Anthony does have a pattern of wanting. Anthony does have a pattern of wanting women who are, what you call it? We have, like, when we look like stripper or they present like that. He does have a pattern of that. He does. So he might have to break that cycle as well. That's what it is. I'm just giving y'all rebound. Kelvin and Victor was when she attempted to break the pattern to put Ant out of the house, and then she was building a new relationships with others to cope and did not feel alone. Never crossed the line. None of these characters take time. Why does Amber have to be the Saint Amber? Mike slept with 2 women less than 1 day after breaking up with Dom. Heavy is the head that wears the crown. So the question then is, Trapstar, do you want us to categorize her in the same bracket as Anthony? That's the way the audience is starting to ask. I'm just trying to show you something. All they're doing is just pinpointing to you the story. That's all them are trying to do. That's all they're trying to do. Pinpoint the story to you. Do you want the people who keep rebutting, right? Do you want her to be the same thing like Anthony? You want to share Anthony the same thing? If you want, I can just call a spade and say, you know what? Hey, both of them is the same thing. Both of them are the same. Nothing different. Nothing cheap, nothing deep. Thank you for the super chat, Bilderberg Boy. I'm just giving you the skits, friends. Don't bother get upset with O'Neal. Said the thing that happened before. O'Neal, you're saying that she was not over Mike since high school. Correct. She's not. She wasn't at first. And what I'm saying, Charmaine, is this. She's showing a pattern of not getting over relationships before she gets to the next one. That's what I'm saying. That is what I'm saying. In other words, she's going from man to man, vine to vine. Amber and Mike was not together, but she did want Mike when she found out he was with Rolanda. You don't see the pattern and the cycle? The pattern they're saying, Charmaine, is that she's not finishing the relationship them first. Was Amber with Mike at this time? I'm a little lost, so forgive me. I don't understand the exact point of the video. Yes, she was with Mike at that point in time. Mike knew about her thing. Let me see if I can pull up some more scenes for y'all, because maybe you don't really know. That's what I'm saying. Maybe y'all don't really know the depths of the Amber story. Maybe you don't know the depths of the Amber story. Amber, move around, man. Why you think Wayne keep telling her that she need to get her thing together? That's why Wayne keep telling her that. That's why Wayne keep telling her that. That's why he kept telling her that. Bilderberg Boy, thank you very much for the super chat. As always, coming in. How many relationships Amber has been in? You tell us. She doesn't want to be alone, which is fine. But she may need to work out some things. That's what we're saying. She may need to iron out some things first. Bilderberg Boy says Amber's sin is not lesser than Anthony's sin pertaining to the to their marriage. But Amber drew first blood. Amber has always been a bird, and she happens to find a sucker to marry her, and Anthony fell for the trap. That's what Bilderberg Boy has given out. Again, thank you for the super chat, Bilderberg Boy. Wait, is that the one? No, that's not the one. The new one is Anthony and Amber are both the same. Both need their ego stroked. Both tell everybody their business, even people they barely know. Both are playing house. Interesting. Do both Anthony and Amber likes to have their ego stroked? Bilderberg Boy, you have touched a topic. Yes or no? Do both Amber and Anthony like to have them ego stroked? Yes, Ozzy, that's exactly what O'Neill is saying. There's a pattern. There is a pattern with her. She doesn't wait first. She don't get over things and really decide if this is what she really wants. Is this true? Is this true? Bilderberg Boy says she loves to have her ego stroke, and I think he's onto something. Amber thinks she is entitled. Why do you think Amber felt like she wasn't worthy of what she thought Anthony was? Good question. No, Anthony's worse than Amber. Yeah? Now, because you're something only, I don't know why Amber fans are so obsessed with Anthony, but they are not with Wayne, who really treats Amber like trash. Make it make sense. Not quite certain. Yes, they both, I agree. They both need therapy. Saying that since day one, Vanswell. Anthony's worse. And the question is not who worse. The question is yes or no. Do they like their ego stroked? Amber and Mike was from high school many moons ago. So Mike never was a factor. So Wayne alone cannot be a cycle. I mean, Wayne alone can't be a cycle. You do it 2 times, that's a cycle. If you're in the cycle again. She did the cycle. She was about to repeat the cycle with Victor. Them just abandon the storyline. That's what they're trying to show you. But now the Bilderberg Boy is questioning the Amber character. He's saying she likes to have her ego stroke. Just like y'all talk about Anthony wanting him ego stroke, which we know is true. We ain't going back off of it. It is true. He does like to have his ego stroked. The audience is saying Amber also loves to have her ego stroked as well. That's what they're saying. And I don't know how people don't see the pattern that I'm talking about. I don't see pattern. I just can't understand how come y'all don't see the pattern. Charmaine, they only abandoned the Victor storyline because 2 things. One, he was white. And of course, this is a majority black audience. That's one. And number 2, they didn't like the green card story. So for those 2 reasons, the writers abandoned the storyline. So don't get it twisted. Victor's storyline was abandoned simply because he was white. And that don't mean that the people are racist, by the way. For those who are going to come in and take this as like a cue. Whoa. That's not what this is. It just mean like they wanted to see her with a black king. Nothing wrong with that. Just like if it was a white woman, they would have wanted to see her with a white man. Nothing's wrong with that. If it was an Asian woman, you want to see her with an Asian man. This has been proven. Data prove that. So for the people who are going to come in and try to form opinions on that, please slow your roll. Slow your roll. People just wanted to see her with a black king. Then she also said she would like to be with a black king. That's what she said. That's one. Number 2, people never liked the green card story. The green card story was too triggering for the audience. So the writers them have to abandon the story because the green card story start get out of hand. People get upset because them know all sort of story of people that was jiffing them for green card. It's like, girls in the chat was saying that O'Neal wanted to get him green card from them. Women said O'Neal wanted to get his green card from them. That's what they were saying. Women were in the chat saying, oh, O'Neal want to get him green card from them and all of these kind of things. That's what the women in the audience were saying. That's why them start to get triggered. So that's what was going on. Them say O'Neal out here washing women's feet and doing all sorts of different things to get the green card. It was too controversial and so people couldn't take it. That's why them take it off of your screen. People say, oh, O'Neal come here from Jamaica and him basically was trying to get himself green card because of ice. Them say O'Neal was running from ice and so because of that. Somebody, that is exactly why they put that story to the side. That's why them threw that story to the side. Seems like we're stuck in a time warp. Not quite. That's what them say. Them say O'Neal a run from ice. So because O'Neal a run from ice, that's what it is. What do you mean by put her down? What we are put her down for? We're not putting her down for what? Where are we putting her down? What do you mean? Well, you know, I want to understand, Amber fans. What do you mean by O'Neal is putting Amber down? Please answer me that question. Because I hear people say this all the time and I don't know what they mean. Miss Fatal, what has been going on is that Amber is trying to decide if she should go on a... Say we have too much fun. Amber is deciding if she wants to go on a trip with Dave to Charlotte. One side of the audience is saying yes, she should go. The next side of the audience is saying no, she shouldn't go. Where am I? I'm on the other side of the audience that is saying no, she shouldn't go because I'm saying she's still married and I'm saying she should finish her divorce first. I'm saying it's not over yet. I'm saying to separate first, then you start playing hokey pokey and hanky panky. But I'm saying it's not done yet. Me will act like she a harlot. Who said this? What you mean your ears say ice pick up Victor on set? Them not take Victor at all. Victor is king folk. Agree, Sharmin. Victor is a non-factor. In the Dave conversation, why is he a non-factor? We're just telling you why they never go further with the Victor character. And that's what I'm telling y'all. I'm not telling y'all that listen to me. I'm not saying that listen to me. I'm telling you why they didn't go forward with the Victor storyline. People was liking him, but may I tell you why them bailed on the story. Because clearly they bailed on the story. Amber is the main character in the Kountry Wayne story, and she's supposed to be the good guy. People are going to judge her. Thank you very much, Miss T, for telling people this. I think them I get it. Heavy is the head that wears the crown. That's why, friends, your girl are going to get criticized. So, okay, let me give you a piece of the conversation.
Ciao. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Ernestine, just can you hold on for a sec, please? Look, you haven't taken me anywhere. And so I'm just taking myself on a little R&R trip to get my mind together. That's it. Relax. I will be back.
I understand.
Okay. Tina says, O'Neal, Anthony went with Shayla to Jamaica and Anthony was married. Yes, Tina. And that's why we chastised him. Wanna forget so we chastised the man? I just don't feel like I gonna understand. Didn't we? Hold on. Let me ask y'all a question. Didn't we cuss? Didn't we Curse Anthony out. Well, I don't want to use curse. Judge, criticize Anthony for staying over Shayla's house. Because I feel like Amber fans forget the journey we have embarked on. I've been on so much journey with y'all. Me just want to know if maybe me miss something. Maybe me did there a chant, go Anthony go, while he was over Shayla house. Maybe that's what I was doing. Maybe that's what me that do. I mean, I know. Maybe I was being light and I don't know. Let me read y'all's comments. Maybe I was being light. I mean, I know. No, me say man for go over him house and I said that him need to go talk to him wife. And I say him need to leave out a deal in the house. And I said, what is he trying to do? And I said, well, if I that him want to choose, that's what him want to choose. And I said, Amber, go about your business. No, O'Neal said them thing there. Like, I don't forget, say O'Neal said these things. Sometimes I feel like the audience forget. I'm me, no friends. No, because I'm a real one does not mean say I'm not still me. Well, yes, we did. Yes, I want to chastise him and I couldn't say nothing. What could I have said every time when I say something? Nothing. Nothing we can't say. Yes. Yes. Every time when I drug him, I couldn't say anything. I left it. I agreed with everything when I say. You sometimes be a little light for Anthony. Not all the time, just sometimes. Fair comment. Misty, fair comment. Should Amber say no at the altar? If she said no, she wouldn't be in this mess. Correct. She should have said no. She could have said no at the altar too. Yes. Yes. Amber and Anthony are playing tit for tat with each other. For a moment, I think that Anthony thought Amber was moving out. That's the same thing too. People keep forgetting that Shayla planned and told Anthony that they were going out of the country because she was jealous of Amber being in Spain. Correct. So why is she questioning her? Because he knows. Because he knows he was out doing the most. He thinks she is going out to do what he did. Well, why you wouldn't think that if a woman get up and go about her business? Why you have to think? Anthony will probably have Shayla over while Amber is away. Really? Anthony was wrong for going, but so is Amber if she goes. Yes, we did. What do you mean? What me God? Sometimes I can't, I don't know. Sometimes I try with the artists, but it's like, I don't know. We don't give any credit for being very, very, why, we don't know. Aye, sir. No one is beyond me, like what you said this, Nobody, Misty, me love say you know this. No one is beyond reproach on that channel here. I am not an Amber channel, me not an Anthony channel, me not a Mike channel, because I criticize him. Me not a Rafi channel, him get criticized too. Not a J Diva channel, not a Sharday channel, not a Shayla, definitely not a Shayla channel, especially right now. Not even a Wayne channel, even Wayne me call out. Even Wayne O'Neal call out. It's, oh gosh. You were equal on Anthony. Anthony is going to be Anthony. Me tell you, say Anthony crazy. Anthony is nuts. To be or not to be, that's the question. Look on where them state inside their thing.
I understand. You see, because I have multiple businesses and I understand that sometimes you need to get away just to clear your head. So
consider it a little birthday treat to myself.
I get it. You need to get away. And I'm sorry about your birthday. I mean,
don't worry about it. Don't even worry about it.
I understand. So, clear your head. And I guess I'll see you when you get back.
All good. Stop. Right there, so. Right there, so. But YouTube might just check me. So let me just kind of do it different. There we go. O'Neill, please, we don't understand you when you have a Jamaican accent. You don't understand me? No worries. I will speak a little bit slower. I will speak a little bit slower. I apologize. If my accent is too thick, please let me know, and I will calm it down, and I'll speak a little more. I'll speak a little more standard English so that way you understand. Angela Phillips, thank you very much. Because of this what them no want to say. Let me ask y'all a question. Should Amber have kissed? This is what I ask you the question. Let me ask you, Amber fans. Should Amber have kissed Anthony? Let me ask on that. Let me just leave this right there, so. Yes or no? Bilderberg boy, thank you very much for the super chat. Miss me with that. This is why I'm calling it again. Amber fans live vicariously through her, and this is why they take the criticisms of her personally. Westernized women love living in a 304 lifestyle. Bilderberg boy is saying y'all are taking what you call internalizing the Amber character too much. And some people do internalize the Amber character too much. That is true. That's a very, very solid critique. Should Amber have kissed Anthony? Come out of the woodwork, friends. Just like men need to come out of it, whatever it is. Should Amber have kissed Anthony? Remember, you know, she said she don't want nothing to do with Anthony. She said over. She said she done. And don't bother give me she wipe off the kiss. And I can show you that she wipe off the kiss. But that no matter to me none at all. Don't kiss him. If I'm upset with you as a man, I'm not even going to kiss you. I'm going to turn my face away. If you're that irked, I'm going to turn my face away. Since doesn't know I'm going to show that piece, I'm going to show that because I don't want to be unbiased. I don't want to say I didn't show that piece. Somebody says, but only did you see this? And I'm going to show it to you. I'm going to show it to you so y'all can see it. Just so you can see it. Hold on, give me a moment. I'm going to show you the wipe off of the kiss just so you can see it. Because I don't want people to say, O'Neill, you're not being straight. So hold on. Let me show you the wiping off of the kiss. As to where some people say she did. This is where some people say she did. Thank you very much, Tanya. Thank you very much. So let's go.
Oh my God.
Girl, was that a little
So let me ask y'all a question. Does the wiping of the kiss matter? Let me ask my Amber fans them this. Or the public. Does the wiping of the kiss matter? She wipe off the kiss. Does that matter to you? Me say no, but hey, I'm gonna listen what you say. Does the wiping of the kiss matter? That is correct. They are for entertainment purposes while they mirror real life. That is correct. It's fake. A fake affection. She looks crazy as that. Miss Grant? Yes. In case you don't know, O'Neill call out, that's what O'Neill call out. This is what O'Neill was calling out. I've started to realize that she's not standing on anything. She fixed the lipstick back. Done. Yes. Wanna say it matter? No. They both said I love you to each other. That's why she shouldn't go on the trip. It's confusion. It's confusing. If you're really tired of Anthony and you're really done with Anthony, don't kiss him. Don't kiss him. Send the message clear. Make the message be extremely clear. I am over you. Make the message as clear as day. Amber fans upset with O'Neal now. I'm gonna do nothing. I'm gonna do nothing. Amber fans don't know how to feel about it. We don't know how to feel about it. I'm gonna do it. I said no, yes. Why did she kiss him? I'm confused. That our question, but she did. She did. I'm not watching this. I'll support you, but this is beneath me. It is beneath us, Miss Grant, but we watch it for the entertainment value. That's really what I watch it for. The entertainment value, and so we can kind of discuss it. That's all. Because I find that there are little gems inside of it. I think, look here, the biggest gem in this, I think they're teaching is, the gem they're teaching is this. The point they're making is this. Close a door fully before opening another one. That's the point that I think they're trying to make in this. And the point they might make is that Amber don't close doors. She opens them, but she doesn't close them. True or false? These are the point of the story I'm going to get from Amber now. This is why she's so loved, because the Amber character has the most propensity for change. She has the most elasticity in the character. And they're saying to you, Amber is trying to show you need to close the door before you open the next one. Close it first. Lock it entirely. Shut it. If you're done with Anthony, be done. That's what they're saying. That's not a bash, friends. The people who think me a bash Amber, me not a bash her. Let me just give you what the story teach me. Because I like to watch the Amber character. I'm never going to not like to see her on my screen. That's what they must say. Why aren't we asking why did Anthony hug and kiss Amber, especially since he's been what? He's been horrible to Amber because he don't want to leave. Nobody closed the door in a Skitlanta. Maybe true, but I think that's what. But them, I think they pronounced that with this one, Miss Fatal. But that may be true. But I think that's what they're trying to teach you the story in itself. Anyways, friends, let me not beat y'all up for the afternoon. If you're interested in watching other topics, my other channel comes on. You can always subscribe to the next channel. I'll put it inside of this chat. I do talk about other topics so that way, you know, when I get bludgeoned with Kountry Wayne skits, because after a period of time, trust me, they can irk you, but still watch the content, please, because they get paid from this. So like, share, comment, subscribe. I'm going to talk to y'all soon. My love you, as always. Have a wonderful evening. Love the discussion. I'll talk to y'all a little later, friends. My love you. Bye-bye. Welcome to the audio show. All I've got is just for you. You ready for my beef tonight? I'm okay, just treat me right. Come in, me people, come in, me friend. What you gonna do when you come to defend? Question ask, me answer them. Wheel it up and pull it up and mash again.